Hello and welcome. My name is Andreas and welcome to today's episode of Inside the Fear. Today we're talking about multiplayer horror games and also one of the biggest franchises, Resident Evil. With us tonight we have Nick, who's an experienced horror gamer, and he will be helping us break down what makes horror games so interesting.
If you stare long enough into the abyss stares back into you.
Andrea, thank you very much for having me on the show. Always a big fan. Glad to be here.
All right, so according to yourself, Nick, what makes horror games so interesting?
I think it's how immersive they are, how much they've come over through the years. I remember being young, playing all kinds of scary games for my age when I was younger, but playing them now is completely different. It's so surreal.
Yeah, they evolved, don't they?
Big time.
All right. In terms of first-person view or third-person view, which one do you prefer?
I'm a big fan of first person. I feel a bit more in control. I feel a bit more able to choose, if that makes sense, of where he goes, the story he or she may take.
Also the eye level with the danger.
Very much point of view. It's a lot better. Third person is more of like a battle royale for me personally anyway. Whenever I play any kind of shooter game, I prefer to see a lot more around me.
By the way, I've also heard that you're a streamer. So I gotta ask, how do you feel getting jump scared in front of a live audience?
It's never fun, but never fun for me. For the rest of them, it's all good fun. I'm a big fan of horror, big fan of games, movies, everything. Just can't take the scares. I never realize when it's coming, but at least other people are getting a laugh out of it.
And you also get people commenting on your scares and everything?
Yeah, you get people taking clips here and there. You get people making fun of me, but at the end of the day, it's their entertainment.
And it stays out there, doesn't it?
Never leaves. Always comes the way to find you.
So, something else I would like to do right now. I'm gonna give you a list of a few horror games, and if it's possible, I would like you to review a little bit if you can of each game.
Absolutely.
Yeah? Excellent. So, first game. Alien Isolation.
Brilliant game. One of my first introduction to the horror games many years ago. Lovely third person, great anticipation for the alien. Obviously in the end, spoilers, you don't kill it, you just slow it down with the guns you get given. It's very immersive with a third person, it was incredible.
So it's an unkillable threat, let's say.
Yeah, the weapons you have are EMPs, shotguns, pistols and whatnot, but you don't actually kill it, it just buys you time to survive. It's not a combat game, it's a survival game.
Could you maybe also give me a rating out of 10 for the game?
Good 8.5, great 8.5.
Sounds good, huh?
Loved it.
All right, so what about the Outlast games?
The Outlast Trials, very fun game. It's more fun, it's more of a multiplayer game, that one. It's obviously a scary game because you just get put into this big room, big maze kind of thing, trying to find certain objectives and whatnot. But there's also people behind you and you're defenseless. It's not like Alien where you have guns to slow them down. All you get given is, if you're lucky, a beer bottle that someone smashed on the ground. It's not exactly as survival combat-ish. It is very much a survival game.
So it's not an action horror game, you don't really fight back at all?
No, you more hide.
Okay, and your rating of that game?
I'll give it a 7. Give it a 7 because multiplayer and it's good fun with your friends.
All right. What would you have to say about Alan Wake?
Great game, very nice story, really roped me in. I downloaded it because it was free on PlayStation Plus. I was like, you know what, I'll give it a go. I've heard many good things. Within the first hour, roped me in. It was just really good. From start to finish, loved it. The first one was very good. The second one just took me away.
Are those games first person or third person?
They are third person, sadly, but hey.
So, what about the other game called Reanimal? What do you have to say about that?
Sorry to say this, game was shit. Did not enjoy. It was broken when it first came out. Couldn't play with my friends for 3 weeks. Well overpriced. If you're going to play a game like that, just play Little Nightmares 1 and 2. Just great games as a whole.
Was that a first person or a third person game?
It was a third person, but it's very much like a bird's eye point of view on Reanimal.
So maybe like, it feels like a platform game, let's say.
Yeah, that's a very nice word to use.
All right. And your rating for that game?
0. If I can give negatives, I'd give it -10.
Wow. All right. So we won't be playing Reanimal with negatives. What about the game Callisto Protocol? What about that one?
Again, great game. That's more of a combat game, as well as a little survival, but not as much. If any of you played the game, you know the story. If not, basically just get trapped in a prison, and they spawn a bunch of zombies essentially, and you have to survive. It's very scary. It depends on difficulty, obviously. When I like to play horror games, I like to play on the big difficulty. As we know, I'm a streamer. I like to entertain people. There's many, many times I've just screamed. I've said foul things on camera. But overall, very, very good game. Played it twice. Yeah, I'll give that game a good 9. I like
What's
that.
the jump scare factor in that game?
Out of 10 or just as a whole?
As a whole, like how many jump scares did you get?
I can't count. Towards the end, it just gets worse and worse.
Really?
When it starts out nice and easy. Tutorials. After the tutorial, they leave you alone, and it just gets worse and worse.
And things get rough pretty quick, huh?
Big time.
And what about the game called Phasmophobia?
It's a very nice game. Very nice game. I'm glad you mentioned it. It's up there for me. It's up there for me. It's a nice detective game, kind of horror at the same time. You go into different maps. You go to different schools, hospitals, prisons, whatever map they give you. And there's a loose spirit or ghost or whatever people like to call it. And essentially you have to find it with different tools, whether that be UV light. If they're touching some stuff, you go on an EMF reader. There's a lot of stuff which goes into it, and it's good fun.
So it's a haunted house and you need to find the ghosts? Like what's the
Essentially, yeah. Obviously before it gets you. And obviously it's a solo and multiplayer, which makes it even the more better. And to top it off, the cherry on top, it's a first person as well, which makes life so much better.
You mentioned you have so much fun in this game. What's the fan factor for you in that game, really?
Personally, I find it so fun to play with my friends because after a long day of work, I just want to chill out. I don't really want to do anything else. And it's nice to have a good laugh at my friends, and they try to scare me during the games, or we hide and somehow I'm the only one that gets found, although there's 3 of us in the same corner. I just love it. Listen, the game gets 10 for me, solid 10.
Wow. I should be looking into that game then, huh? Would you say?
Of course, we'll play next week.
Do you prefer playing horror by yourself or with friends? Also, what would you say the benefits are of playing with your friends? Does the atmosphere shift from horror to comedy, or do you still feel the same?
It depends. It depends if I'm playing alone, as if I'm playing off stream, we'll say. I like to play with my friends, like to have a nice little chill time to myself. And obviously, yes, the mood changes from scary game to just a fun time with your friends to kind of detox from the day and enjoy yourself. Solo games, always great fun, more of a scary. You have to really focus, which you can't do with your friends, blabbering in your ear about something that happened the other day. But I personally prefer solo games. I like to feel immersed. I like to really take time off the day and just get lost in the atmosphere.
And that brings us to the end of tonight's episode of Inside the Fear. Thank you, Nick, for being with us.
Thank you
and
for
I'll
having
see
me.
you all on the next episode. Bye-bye.